One important part of the design of the Brookyln Bridge is the elevated walkway. So if we look at the cross-section of the bridge, on the sides it was designed for carriages, today it's vehicles. Then we have steam-driven rapid transit, and at the very center and elevated above all that is a walkway for pedestrians to use. So we see this essentially as a park in a bridge. This pedestrian walkway is an important part of the bridge today as it was back then, and it's because of this elevated walkway that artists were able to become inspired in many ways, as we'll see. If we compare two images side by side, one taken of people on the walkway immediately after the bridge opened and the other taken not too long ago, we see that there are differences. They dress very different, the people before and now. We see the Manhattan skyline is different, but we see similarities. Both people back in the 1880s and today are enjoying that pedestrian walkway. And the other thing that's similar is the bridge. The bridge hasn't changed. The bridge remains the same. Some people see the Brookyln Bridge as just another bridge, but it's not just another bridge. For the people of the 1880s or 1870s watching this bridge being constructed, many of them didn't believe it could actually be done, even through the whole construction process that took 14 years. So this bridge isn't just another bridge. This bridge is actually a miracle for many of those people who saw the construction and were in the process of seeing it being built. The elevated walkway gives you an opportunity to touch the parts of this bridge. So you can touch that suspender and put your hand around it and feel that strength, the tension in that suspender. You can get close up and look at all the connection details. Those details of the connection, how do you connect the cable to the suspender, for example, are very important parts of the design of a bridge. And as you're walking towards the Brookyln Tower, you'll see a plaque on that tower, and that plaque gives recognition to John Roebling and Washington Roebling as engineers of this bridge. Now, knowing the story of the Brookyln Bridge and knowing the role Emily played, when I saw that plaque, I have to say I was just a little bit offended that Emily wasn't mentioned, but I felt better when I walked around the corner of that tower and I indeed did see a plaque that recognized Emily's contributions. So that plaque says that it was dedicated to the memory of Emily Warren Roebling, whose faith and courage helped her stricken husband, Colonel Washington Roebling, complete the construction of this bridge from the plans of his father, John Roebling, who gave his life to the bridge. And the plaque ends with these words: "Back of every great work, we can find the self-sacrificing devotion of a woman." So as I mentioned, this elevated walkway is essentially a park inside of a bridge. Some photographs, you'll see people enjoying their lunch and taking their lunch break while sitting on this bridge. And while the towers were the largest structures to be seen when completed, today this photograph taken from World Trade Center 4 shows the relative scale of the size of these towers compared to the Manhattan skyline. So now the towers are dwarfed by the tall construction of downtown Manhattan, but the significance of the bridge does not disappear. These views stimulate artists, whether it's from the elevated walkway or from the water line. And we're going to take a look at some of those artists that were stimulated by these views of the Brookyln